are very, very many. But before we go further, let's just mention some of the commentary of Shaykh al-Fawzan on this passage that we've read. He says that when Allah Azza wa Jal, He bestows sincerity upon a person, nothing can harm him. Right? If you are sincere to Allah, then no matter what doubts in the religion, no matter what desires, the worldly material desires come to you, no matter what hardships come to you, right? So these are different types of things that can come to you. Either it's a shahawat. Shahawat means things that you lust after of pleasures of the world. Or it can be shubuhat. Shubuhat. These are basically doubts in the religion. Doubts about belief. Doubts about what is halal and haram. Right? And so the shubuhat come to you. Right? Maybe someone's tried to make something which is haram to be actually halal. Right? And he's distorting things, and you think, well, actually, you know what, that suits me because it makes things easy for me, right? So you start following that doubt, and you start adopting that false argument and trying to use it to justify, your behavior, right? So this is shubuhat, right? This is can appear in the religion and in the foundations too. Or it can be a shada'id meaning just general worldly calamities, hardships, right? Illness, loss of wealth, things like that. So these things come to you, and if these things come to you and you are sincere, then Allah will make you firm. But if there is a deficiency in your sincerity, if you're not sincere, then when these things come to you, these three things come to you, shubuhat, shahawat, shada'id, right? Then you are going to start being affected by these things, right? By the shahawat, shubuhat, al-makhawif, and other such things. And obviously, this will be to the extent that you are weak and to the extent that you do not have sincerity. And so this is what happens with people generally. You see people, are of varying levels, and their ability to cope with the trials and tribulations of life, and with the situations that they find themselves in, where they are presented with doubts in the religion, they are presented with lusts and desires and pleasures, and they are or basically from the qadr of Allah, hardships befall them. Right? The people vary in their ability to be strong and to be firm and to seek the pleasure of Allah and to continue, with determination. The driving thing behind all of this is sincerity to Allah. Sincerity to Allah. And that sincerity itself depends upon the amount or the perfection of mahabba for Allah, the love for Allah Azza wa Jal. Right? So all of these things basically are connected. And so the Shaykh continues and he says, the example of the branch, every time a gust of wind comes, it'll move to the left, to the right, to the north, to the east, to the south, every direction, because it is not firmly fixed. Right? It's not firmly rooted, as opposed to a mountain, for example. The wind doesn't move the mountain. The mountain stays exactly in its place.